Lesson 1. Unawain. Namnamin. Do not pray in public. Pero sasabihin natin, pero di ba, nakasanayan na natin yan. Di ba ganyan ang example ng iba? Di ba ganito? Di ba? Bahala kayo. Pero si Jesus sabi niya, do not pray in public. Or, kung hindi mo maiwasan o naging kaugalian na at hindi mo tanggal-tanggal, minimize praying in public. Huwag madalas, huwag maraming beses. O kaya, minimize the public. Huwag yung sobrang dami. Kung talaga hindi maiwasan na may taong kailangan kasamang manalangin, o kaya ay may mga tao talaga dyan, huwag naman yung talagang angaw-angaw, laksa-laksa sa dami. Sinabi na kasi ni Jesus do not pray in public. And very especially, do not pray for publicity. Bakit? Magiging performance. Mababawasan ng sincerity, madadagdagan ng arte, magkakaroon kumisan ng agenda, kumisan economic agenda, kumisan social agenda or political agenda, na kunwari, prayer rally, pero yun pala, political rally. Kunwari, prayer event, pero yun pala, merong gustong pasikatin na tao, merong gustong itaas na ang other agenda aside from truthful and sincere prayer. At sa ating pag-aaral nitong mga nakaraang araw, ay sumisilip-silip tayo sa mga principles of quantum physics. Kasi very interesting. It's a tool to appreciate a lot of teachings in the Bible. It is parang a form of light that you throw into Scripture at nadadagdagan ng iyong pagkakita, pagkaunawa at pagkaningning. Ngayon, sa mga mahilig sa ganito, maganda na ating sinusuri, tinatapunan ng liwanag ng quantum physics, yung pag-unawa at pag-appreciate natin sa Scripture. Yung mga ayaw naman sa quantum physics, di wag. Mangukot na lang kayo ng butong pakwan habang dumadaan tayo sa konting analysis ng quantum physics. O kaya ay uminom kayo ng tubig kung ayaw niyong pakinggan. Pero, bakit hindi? Because the sciences are from God. Knowledge is from God. At sa pag-gumagamit tayo ng mga scientific principles sa pag-appreciate ng Scripture, actually, nadidiscover lang at ginagamit natin yung dati ng kaalaman na Diyos mismo ang nagbigay at nagtakda. Ngayon pa lang natin kuminsan nakikita. So sa pag-aaral natin ngayon ng prayer according to Jesus, paminsan-minsan ay may mga titingnan tayong konting principles of quantum physics at hindi na natin yan ipapaliwanag. Total, hindi naman talaga tayo quantum physicist. Kundi, babanggitin ko lang para sa mga nakaka-appreciate ng quantum physics, mas madagdagan yung ating tools in appreciating Scripture. Okay? So sabi ni Jesus, napakalinaw, when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray and stand in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others. Truly I tell you, they have received the reward in full. Sa quantum physics, praying publicly could be a destruction of what quantum physics calls observation. The observer effect is dependent on the amount of observation. When the observer's capacity increased, in other words, when the level of observation went up, the interference weakened. In contrast, when it was reduced and the observation slackened, the interference increased. So, nakakagulo pag may ibang tao. Nakakabawas ng concentration. In fact, baka hindi ka pa nga makakonsentrate sa tunay na diwa ng prayer kasi ang concentration mo is on saying the right things, saying impressive things, or saying what the people expect. So, kuminsan, nagiging abala yan sa tunay na power and force of prayer. At sa mga mahilig sa publicity or public prayer, publicity is the only reward. May reward naman yung publicity. Kung may napala ka doon, kung napala mo yung human agenda or yung social or political agenda or whatever agenda, yun na yung reward mo. Huwag ka na maghanap ng iba pa. Sabi ng easy-to-read version, the truth is, that's all the reward they will get. Matthew 6:6. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Ang pinag-uusapan dito, background nitong Matthew 6 na to, yung mga mahilig mag-pray sa public, sa mga synagogue, sa mga street corners to be seen by men. Sabi ni Jesus, eto ang tinuturo ko sa inyo sa prayer, get out of that public place. When you pray, go into your room. So, pinapaalis ka muna ni Jesus sa public place. At pag nandun ka na sa private place, dun sa room, sabi pa niya, close the door. So, it's not enough that you went into a private space, sinigurado mo pang talagang napag-iisa ka, walang makakagulo sa'yo, at walang makakagambala, isasara mo pa ang pinto. Yung iba naman namimiloso po, paano kung walang room? Paano kung walang pinto? Anong isasara mo kung walang pinto? Anong room ang pupuntahan mo kung walang room? Ang ibig sabihin lang nun, whatever the equivalent of the room and the door, lumayo ka kung saan ka maaabala ng maraming tao, mapag-isa ka, at tiyakin mong nakapag-iisa ka talaga, dagdagan mo yung privacy mo. Kung pupunta ka man halimbawa sa garden o sa bukid o kung wala talagang lugar, ipikit mo ang mata mo, mag-isa ka manalangin kahit may mga tao, para mga hapon ang privacy sa kanila is in the mind. Nakaka-focus sila kahit maraming tao. Kasi hindi sila nakikipagtalastasan, hindi sila nakikipagkwentuhan, hindi sila nakikipag-associate sa mga tao pag may ginagawa silang mental exercises o pag-iisip o pagbubulay-bulay. Kung ano man ang equivalent nun, get out of the public place, go to a private space, and make sure that you really have privacy. Sabi niya, and pray to your Father who is unseen. In other words, it is best that nobody sees you and you don't see anyone else habang nagpe-pray ka. Kaya sinabing, your Father is unseen. So why should you be seen? Or why should you see others while you are praying? Then your Father, pagpapatuloy ng verse, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Marami sa atin, i-reject agad itong idea na to. Kasi may nakasanayan na tayo na paraan ng pagpe-pray. At magsaside pa tayo mga example. Bakit siya ganon mag-pray? Bakit siya ganyan, ganon mag-pray? Di bahala ka kung ayaw mo makinig kay Jesus. Si Jesus lang naman ang nagsasabi na, when you pray, get out of the public place, get into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. In other words, sabi ni Jesus, pray in your private place, in your private space. And if you don't have that physical space and place, at least in your mind, create a private space, a private time, kung saan walang masyadong makakaabala sa iyo ang mga tao. Halimbawa, marami kang household chores. Isa kang ina o ama o sino man na nagluluto, nagagawa ng mga trabaho sa bahay, umagang-umaga. Paano ka magpe-pray? Di bago gumising yung iba, magdagdag ka ng oras ng mas maagang gising, makakapag-pray ka kahit may mga kasambahay ka, tulog pa sila, meron kang private time and space kahit nandyan sila physically. Ikaw na dapat ang gumawa ng paraan kung paano ka magpag-iisa kasama ang Ama. At sabi nga, close the door. Be as private as possible. Private prayer, private spirituality is rewarded. Sa quantum physics, one of the factors of the observer effect is the intensity of observation. Sabi ng easy-to-read version, He is there in that private place. God is more easily accessible in private. Sabi ng Amplified version, but when you pray, go into your most private room, and closing the door, pray to your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you in the open. So be as private as possible. Secret prayer is rewarded openly, publicly. In other words, makikita ng lahat ang sagot ng Diyos sa iyo, ang gantimpala sa iyo, makikita ng lahat. Pero kailangan hindi nila nakikita yung pananalangin mo. Hindi ka nila nakikita, hindi mo sila nakikita. Si Jesus ang may turo niyan. Yung gusto makipag-argue, kay Jesus kayo makipag-argue, huwag sa akin. Isa lang akong hamak na nag-e-echo, nag-share ng turo ni Jesus. Hindi ko yan turo. Turo yan ni Jesus. It's up to you. Kung gusto mo ipagpilitan yung nakasanayan mong pagpe-pray. Matthew 6:7, sa pagpapatuloy ng turo ni Jesus, how to pray. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. Do not pray like unbelievers who make up with more words for lack or deficiency in knowledge of God, in faith in God. So, in other words, sabi ni Jesus, when you pray, don't use many words. Don't use more words than needed or necessary. Nangyayari ba yan sa atin? Lalo pag public prayer, pag may audience, pag may nakikinig, pag may kongregasyon, pag may mga angaw-angaw na mga tao sa isang malaking-malaking park or auditorium. Nangyayari ba yang do not pray with many words? Hindi ba ang tendency nga? Lalong humahaba, lalong dumadami ang sinasabi, nagiging mas dramatic, kumpleto sa drama ang mga prayer pag may audience. Kahit sa quantum physics, sinasabi, observation equals measurement, prediction, and expectation. You have to extract information from the system to affect it. Anong kinalaman ng lengthy prayers? Lengthy prayers could distract your thoughts as to what you are really expecting. Minsan sa kahabaan ng mga dasal, nakalimutan na rin nung nagdadasal ko, ano ba talaga pinagdarasal niya? Ano ba talaga ang mahalaga? Kasi kung saan-saan na nakarating. Minsan nga, ipagpe-pray lang yung pagkain, nakarating na hanggang sa lahat ng food production sa Africa at sa India, yung prayer. Kasi ang dami-dami sinasabi. Sabi, let your words be few. Sabi ng easy-to-read version, and when you pray, don't be like the people who don't know God. They say the same things again and again. They think that if they say it enough, their God will hear them. They mistakenly think that reward is in volume of prayer. Huwag daw tularan ng mga tunay na hindi nakakapakilala sa Diyos. Naakala nila nadadaan sa dami ng salita, sa haba ng dasal, sa drama. Do not be repetitious for merit. Hindi mali na mag-ulit ng prayer kung talagang marubdob sa iyong dibdib. Talagang gusto mong ulitin dahil sincere ka sa pag-ulit. Ang point dito, huwag mong ulitin just for the sake ng iniisip mo na sa kadamihan ng ulit, nagka-point ka na tuloy, maririnig na yung prayer mo. Hindi ipinagbabawal na ulitin kung sincere. Ang sinasabi, huwag mong ulitin ang ulitin, thinking na sa kauulit mo, nagkaka-points ka. The CEV, when you pray, don't talk on and on as people who don't know God. They think God likes to hear long prayers. In other words, they mistakenly think that God likes to hear long prayers. God doesn't. So do not make long prayers. Pag ipinilit mo pa rin yan, ay kay Jesus ka na lamang makipag-usap. Kasi siya ang may sabi niyan, hindi naman ako, inuulit ko lang. In other words, make short prayers. How do you make short prayers? Pwedeng use short sentences, use short words, use less words. Sino bang may sabi na kailangan mo mag-pray in complete sentences? Well, pag may public, pag may ibang nakikinig, baka hindi maintindihan ang prayer mo kung hindi mo i-complete ang sentence, so kailangan complete. Kaya nga sabi, huwag ka na mag-pray in public, mag-pray ka in private, you don't even need to complete the sentences. Why not? Because God knows what you need before you ask Him. Hindi mo na kailangan maging conscious kung tama ang tenses mo, ang agreement ng subject and predicate. Hindi mo na kailangang isipin kung nakaka-impress ba, malinaw ba, maganda ba ang dating ng prayer mo. Kasi walang tao, natatanggal yung kailangan mag-perform. And make short prayers. Sa quantum physics, the observer effect is affected by the focus, by the intensity of observation. Parang laser light. Nakafocus, nakakahiwa. Think, say only main words or ideas. This is already our interpretation. Bahala kayo kung paano nyo i-interpret yung make short prayers. But I think that to make short prayers, you should think or say only the main words or ideas. Pray with words or ideas only. Not even with phrases, not with sentences, and definitely not with paragraphs. And very, very definitely, not with long paragraphs. Kaya pinaka-unpopular ko minsan sa church event yung prayer meeting eh. Because many people, in their honesty, will say they find it boring. Kasi, hindi boring makipag-usap sa Diyos. Pero boring makinig sa isang prayer leader na talagang parang talumpati ng 3 chapters ng No Limit Tangere ang haba ng prayer niya. Boring na makinig sa kung ano-ano mga paligoy-ligoy at mga mabulaklak na salita ng prayer leader. Kaya sabi, huwag na lang public para hindi kailangang ayusin pagandahan habaan para sa consumption ng audience. Sa quantum physics, sinasabi in quantum mechanics, the observer and the system being observed became mysteriously linked so that the results of any observation seem to be determined in part by actual choices made by the observer. Choices equals measurement, prediction, expectation, and action. Sabi ng Matthew 6:8, do not be like them. Si Jesus ang nagsasabi nito, ha? Sabi niya, huwag kayong maging katulad ng mga unbelievers. Pagka nagpe-pray na ang dami-daming salita, pinaparami, paulit-ulit, they think they will have points by making lengthy prayers. Do not be like them. For your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. Anong ibig sabihin nito? That your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. Do not pray to inform God. Kasi alam na ng God. So kung magpe-pray ka, Lord, ang nanay ko po nasa ospital. Kailangan niya po ng blood type B. Kailangan niya po ng pera pambayad. Ang tatay ko po hirap na sa paghahanap buhay. Kami po ay walang makain. Wala po kaming pera na pambayad. Yan ang sasabihin sa'yo ng Diyos. Hindi ko pa ba alam yan? Bakit sinasabi mo pa sa akin? Why are you informing me? Hindi ba all-knowing ako? Bakit nga ba natin sinasabi lahat yon? Para maintindihan ng mga prayer people na kasama natin. Actually, ang pinatatamaan o sinasabihan natin at pinagtutungkulan ng ganong mga kung ano-anong bulaklak ng dila, yung mga tao nakikinig para maintindihan nila kung ano yung pinagpe-pray natin. Kaya mawawala yung ganong element. Pagka nagpe-pray ka mag-isa, hindi mo na kailangan i-inform ang God kasi alam na niya. Ano talaga natira sa prayer? Kung hindi mo i-inform ang God kasi alam na niya. Tapos iiksian mo, hindi mo papaulit-ulitin for points. Sabi ng quantum physics law, yung law of superimposition, all possible outcomes of the system are superimposed into each other. Observation will force the system into one definite outcome. So God knows all the possibilities already. You just have to pick which one you want to manifest. Alam ng Diyos ang sitwasyon. Alam ng Diyos ang lahat ng pwedeng kahinatnan ng anumang gawin mo. So, piliin mo sa prayer kung anong kahihinatnan ang pinakagusto mo at yun ang sabihin mo sa Diyos. Go straight to the point, walang maraming bulaklak, hindi mo na siya kailangang i-inform at hindi mo kailangang ulit-ulitin at hindi mo kailangan ng long paragraphs, long sentences kasi alam na niya. Ang kailangan lang sa isip mo, sa puso mo, sabihin mo sa Kanya, kailangan maging thought. At yung thought, mas clear, mas focus, kung konti lang ang words. Hindi pagkarami-raming dekorasyon. In other words, God already laid out all the possibilities. You just have to pick which one you like to manifest, and you pray for it. You tell God about it. Magkaroon ng correspondence ang iyong mind with the mind of God, ang iyong spirit with the Spirit of God, connected with a few words. Powerful words, focused words, walang distraction, walang nakakagulo, walang ibang tao, walang kailangan pagpaliwanagan, napaka-sincere, powerful. It will ensure that your prayer is heard. So, gunitain natin, alalahanin, ulitin natin yung Matthew 6:5-8. Sabi ni Jesus, "And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others." So, huwag daw sa public. Ngayon, kung sasabihin mo, sincere naman ako, hindi naman ako hypocrite. So, pwede ba sa public? Kaya sincere ka, kaya hindi ka sincere. Sabi ni Jesus, not in public. Kung pagpipilitan mo, bahala ka dyan. Pero ang sabi ni Jesus, don't be like them. Don't be in public. At sabi pa niya, truly I tell you, they have received the reward in full. So, may reward naman daw yung sin in public. Nagkakaroon sila ng publicity. Or, who knows, part din ng reward is meron silang ibang natatanggap. Meron ding nakakarating sa kanilang blessing. Pero, hindi kumpleto, hindi marami. Dahil sabi ni Jesus, but when you pray, go into your room. Go to a private place. Close the door. Make sure that you really have privacy. And pray to your Father who is unseen. The Father is unseen. You don't have to be seen. And you don't have to see other people when you are praying. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. So don't use many words. Don't use many sentences. Don't use many paragraphs. Sabi ni Jesus, do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. So you don't inform God. Pag tinanggal mo lang yung pag-inform sa Diyos, pagbibigay sa Kanya ng news at kung ano-ano mga details, talagang kumonti na yung prayer mo. At mas konti, mas focused, mas effective, mas powerful. Pag bulay-bulayan, basahin in private itong Matthew 6:5-8. Pag-isipan kung paano mo i-apply sa iyong buhay, paano mo ito gagawin sa iyo, yung application, at sigurado ang prayer natin mas magiging kaibig-ibig sa Diyos at magiging mas kapakipakinabang para sa atin.